Have y'all ever wondered if you could get live bait off of Amazon as well as eBay at the same time simultaneously?
You ever see those really like over animated people Facebook videos where they're...
You want to do that?
I did that.
In my hands, I have a package from Amazon, and what I like about it is everything that I bought came in one nice package that says live animals.
The only thing I'm noticing on your box is you have breathing holes that are covered up by more cardboard. I mean, to each his own. I will say that eBay, we got a screened porch right there, baby.
What I'm worried about, though, is, I mean, you can tell. That's crickets in there. Yeah, they smell good.
Wow. Would you put these in the oven?
So when I ordered these things, they were supposed to arrive at the exact same time. Amazon, perfect. I mean, right on time. Possibly even like a couple hours early.
Okay.
eBay, 3 days late.
Oh.
So eBay may have completely ruined this whole video. Possibly not. We purchased the exact same live bait from both stores. Kind of get a little comparison.
Okay.
I've got worms, crickets, mealworms, waxworms.
You thought about going to the doctor with all those worms? I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. Stupid is tapeworm. So how much did that cost?
A lot. I spent roughly $100 on each. Amazon was like $105. eBay was like $90. So
God, the smell coming out of the crickets is intense. I don't know if it's the crickets or if it's the worms.
So you're thinking we have something dead in your hands?
I don't know.
Which would be terrible because eBay's packages just arrived. We've been waiting to do this video. Amazon, I don't have any smells coming out of. We might have some dead bait.
Dude, smell that.
They gone.
I saw a couple climbing, but good gracious.
Welcome back to another episode of Amazon versus eBay Dead Bait Challenge. I hope it's not dead.
I don't either.
For the videos.
I don't know that it's all gonna be dead. I just think some of it's gonna be dead. And also, you put a bunch of crickets in a box for a while.
Well, see, that's my thinking. How are we gonna get these crickets out of this box without them jumping pop, 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 pop?
Dang, homie.
So that's one thing I didn't even consider. Something you probably should consider whenever you're ordering from eBay or Amazon. You're gonna have a box of crickets, and normally they need to be in their own container. It's time to crack these bad girls open and basically see if our bait's still alive.
Can you show me the listings first?
500 count crickets for $21.99. Let me be the first to tell you that that is a terrible deal. If you have a live bait shop around you, you can go get 100 crickets for like $4.
So 500 for 22 bucks, and you get 100 for how much?
You can get 100 for like $4. So it's not a terrible deal, but you could definitely save money if you have your own little live bait shack around the house. But if you don't, Amazon and eBay have got you. I mean, look at this. We've got 1-inch large adult banded crickets, $25.99 for 500 of them. So basically around $20 for your crickets. This is what I thought was kind of cool though. You ever heard of a waxworm?
Yeah, and I fished with them for a very small amount of time when I was up in Minnesota.
Well, mine might be dead.
Okay. They like them bitter, stiff, and not moving. I'm here with you.
All right, so check this out. We have, for $35, 250 red wiggler composting worms for garden soil or fishing or feed.
Oh, shoot. So you can put those in the garden as well.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. So I bought a bunch of worms, and if we were to have a bunch left over today, I think I'm going to go put them in my garden. Have I told you I got a garden?
Once or twice.
Look, guys, I've been very excited about my garden. I might have a green thumb or two, and I get it from my mama. So we have live worms, we've got live crickets, we got wax worms. The only other bait I got, take a guess.
Wax worms, crickets, live worms is what you have?
I got one other bait.
Roly-polies?
No, mealworms.
Oh.
Mealworms.
Okay, Mr. Smart Guy, you know the difference between a mealworm and a waxworm?
Yes, one of them is wax.
I don't know the difference.
I don't either. I do know that a waxworm turns into some kind of moth, and I don't know if a mealworm does or not. Does that sound weird?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, so check this out. You can get 1,000 live mealworms for $15.49. I did 2 of those just because I thought $15.49. I mean, with a killer price like that.
Yeah.
Get 2,000.
Double down. Also, look at the size comparison to that penny. They're tiny. A lot of people use these for like micro fishing through the ice.
I wanted to catch a big one today. You think I messed up?
Yeah. We might could catch some hungry Chad.
I guess let's just open them up and see what we got to see if our live bait is still alive. I'm so scared it's dead. eBay did it though. If it wasn't for eBay taking so long, we would have done this. We would have had this video done 5 days ago. I'm going to go ahead and announce Amazon the winner. You can't tell me that you're going to have me live bait sitting on my doorstep one day and then 4 days later it finally arrived. That's not cool. eBay's just left a bad taste in my mouth, and it's not the honey butter chicken biscuit.
I think eBay is more for like personal sellers, and Amazon's that warehouse, baby.
That's what I'm saying, man. If I need something, I'm going to Amazon.
Yeah.
Let's crack these things open and see if we have live bait. You know that cricket thing that was smelling? That
Yeah.
you've been talking about smells so bad? I just saw a cricket crawl across it. So there is at least one live cricket in there.
Oh, there's definitely live crickets in there. Because I seen one around there climbing, and I smelled him. He smelled dead, but he was still moving. Got an uncle like that. Just joking, Uncle Kurt. You're a great smelling man. And in great shape. It just fit the mold for the joke.
Can you cut those open for me?
Yeah, bro, I got you. Anytime.
Which box would you like to open first? Dude, I've got flies on the eBay box. That is not good.
I think we got to go with the worst smelling one first.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's start bad, try to end good.
Okay. So, this box right here has yet to be cracked open.
What's in the box?
I can't even tell you exactly what's in here.
What's in the box?
Say it one more time, please.
What's in the box?
Dude, that third time?
What's
That got me going. Oh, we have a note. You want to read it?
Oh, sheet of paper. Live giant mealworms. Bedding. No extra bedding count. 100 count. Expedited shipping. A dog. Live waxworms. Waxworms fishing. Reptile feeders. Free shipping. Good info to have.
This is the moment of truth, my friend.
I think these are gonna be good.
I hope so.
You left these inside, right?
Right.
I thought we're chilling.
But I left them inside. I did everything I could. I looked up the temperature they should be kept at. I kept them as close to that as I possibly could. I did everything I could to keep our live bait live bait.
Oh, dude.
You want to do the honors? I don't have any stinky coming off of that.
Okay. These are giant mealworms. Best bait. Oh.
Okay, we're in good shape on those. That makes me feel a lot better.
Okay, so the difference between a giant mealworm and a waxworm is drastic in the size compartment.
You mean the difference in a giant mealworm and a mealworm? Because waxworms and mealworms are different. Do you want to restate it?
Did I say it right? I feel like I said it right. I didn't say it right. What'd I say?
I think if you want to leave it, we can leave this whole conversation.
Let's leave it.
Okay, I like that. Are you going to touch it? I'm not touching one of those things.
Yeah, you are.
That's why you're here doing the video with me. You really won't touch those worms?
Some of them are super dead. They just smell like... Not today,
I can't
brother.
get you no more.
Not today.
That one looks dead, dude. Let's give him a live one. Okay, this one looked dead.
Mine was moving around.
They're not in the best of shape. I mean, he's moving, but he is so slow. Okay, waxworms. Have you ever seen a waxworm?
I have.
We have 50.
I've never seen a giant mealworm.
Those things were huge.
Those were huge.
I definitely think we could catch some big panfish on those, but let's check out. Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Some little grubbies.
Yeah, some of them didn't really do all that good.
Oh, God, yeah, those are what you're smelling.
We definitely have some good ones in there, though. So waxworms and mealworms, I would say that's fine. Like, we have enough to go out and test out waxworms and mealworms.
So is a waxworm the same thing as like a grub flip over an old log? I don't think so, but it looks like it.
I know that it's some kind of moth. Let's find this out.
What's underneath the log? Is a grub different? You ever fish with a grub?
I haven't. Waxworms are the larvae of two specific species of moths. The greater wax moth, in parentheses, Galleria melanella.
Oh, dude, I think that's like 2 weeks and a couple shots, you'll be fine.
The other one is the lesser wax moth, aka Acroia gracella. Acroia gracella. That, I knew that.
Yeah, all the time. I fish with the Acroia gracellus.
So basically that moth right there is what our waxworms are going to turn into. And that's kind of cool.
Dude.
It's kind of cool.
We should put those on your curtains and let them grow.
Dude. What if we had one of those to hit you in the back of the neck on a camping trip?
Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some information over here. You ain't ever fished with a grub? You ain't flipped the log?
I know what you're talking about, but
Okay.
I've also found mealworms in the log, in wood.
Okay.
I think that's why they got all the sawdust in there.
Dang.
But obviously a waxworm's the same way, because they're in the sawdust too. And I
Ride
don't
a
think
log fishing challenge.
waxworms and mealworms are fine.
Yeah.
Like that makes me, I feel so much better knowing that.
We at least have something that we can fish with.
All right, so this right here, I'm gonna let you do the honors on this. Would you like my knife? I'm gonna hand it to you blade away from you so you don't cut
I
yourself.
don't know that you need a knife for this, do you?
I wouldn't.
You so need a knife. Give me the knife. Oh, wait, it's a little pull strip. We're from a small town. We got to talk our way through the small things. I like to yank on things with a knife in my hand.
Theo said, can I get a bag?
Oh, we got a little carrying bag for whatever this is.
I think that's gonna be worms.
Uncle Jim's Worm Farm.
Uncle Jim got a neck on him, don't he?
Wow. Uncle Jim Keep that man away from my wife.
My man said, see y'all on the next video. Oh, and with our worms, we have a nice worm advisor. It says your worms have been shipped in dry peat moss. If the worms seem small and scrawny, this is normal.
You hear that, ladies? You want the big reveal?
The big
Okay.
reveal. Here we go. Please be alive. Please be alive.
Oh my gosh, they're tiny. I'm serious. Look how small those are.
You gotta be kidding me.
Those are the tiniest worms I've ever seen.
You've got to be kidding me. All right,
Should we add some water?
I think we should read our instructions again. Worms are shipped in bone-dry peat moss to absorb all moisture during shipment. This helps the worms from freezing in the winter and, interestingly enough, keeps them from overheating in the summer. The worms can lose up to 70% of their body mass and weight during a 3 to 5 day trip through the mail. Don't be alarmed, this is normal, and the worms bounce back within a couple of days once settled into their new home. I mean, I don't know what to do on that.
I was pouring on the ground, Christopher.
Dude, those things are tiny.
All right, here we go. Just a little bit.
I say.
Tell me when.
I guess that's probably good. Dude,
You see big one?
are you seeing that?
No.
They're growing as we speak.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just kidding.
Why would you do that to me?
I'm trying to entertain.
You entertain. Hurt my feelings.
To heck with Ao's feelings. Are you not entertained?
Oh yeah. Can you drown a worm? I don't think. They'll be all right.
Isn't that what you say when you're about to go fishing? Or is it drowning minnow?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my grandson, we just out here drowning worms. I ain't catching much of nothing.
All right, so we just put some water in here. We're gonna let these sit maybe an hour or two. They're super tiny.
I'm disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in that. It makes sense. Like,
I mean, I get it, but I will never order from that neck again.
I don't think, I mean, are these for fishing? Or are these like compost, garden? Because it seems like the way they're doing things, they're not made to come out ready to go.
Did I buy the wrong worms?
I don't, maybe not. I
think
mean, there
I
is a
bought the
little
wrong
fish and a
one.
lizard there, but maybe they're like feeder worms, you know what I mean? For pets. And
You put a lot of water in that thing.
we got some tiny worms.
We gotta get them worms on us. All right, so we have last eBay package, our crickets. Let's check these things out. I'm worried about these crickets because there's definitely a smell.
They smell
Yeah,
terrible.
they smell bad.
It's like if you guys can picture the smell of an armadillo that got ran over, ate by a skunk, and pooped out.
An armadillo? Have you ever tried the armadillo?
No, you ever eaten armadillo?
Tell me you haven't.
I have not.
Okay, I was about to say. We have one live one.
Do you think they turn on each other and start eating each other? That's a lot of moisture and a lot of
I
dead
know.
looking.
Why would they ship me wet worms?
Oh, wow.
Crickets. Okay.
We got a lot of crickets.
I'm pretty sure we got some crickets in there.
Was that the smell? Did the smell get you?
Let's see.
Really not bad. Makes me nervous about this spot.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more peek.
Don't be scared, Chris. This is what I'm curious about. Oh, baby. Okay, that's the smell. I smell it.
It stinks in there, dude.
It's real bad, dude.
So how are we gonna keep our crickets? I didn't bring a cricket container.
We're gonna lose a bunch.
We're gonna lose so many crickets.
Probably about $17 worth.
Okay, well, let me be honest with you. I'm kind of impressed with the eBay. I'm not impressed by eBay. It's just that I'm glad that their baits are alive.
We have something to fish with today.
Yeah, that makes me happy. Now, what I am worried about at this point is the Amazon box. So my Amazon box I have had in my possession for 5 days, and I've done everything I can to keep everything alive temperature-wise, but at the end of the day, it's live bait, and it's not like I have a cricket container at the house with a light and some potatoes and the little egg cartons and I don't, but if I did, I'd keep them alive. I don't know that those are alive. That's what we're about to find out.
We need to build a live, like a little bait.
You know what I thought about? I thought about after this video with all the worms I'm gonna have left over, start my own worm bed, film it.
That'd be cool.
Just to have a...
I think it'd be cool. What if you grew all your own live bait? Like tried to farm live bait?
Dang.
I think you'd like that.
I think I would too, because I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
I told you about my garden.
Yeah, you did.
I'm excited about my garden, okay? I'm
It's
growing
a nice
pepper.
garden. I'm just making jokes to all the gardeners at home. I kind of like them. I just live on half an acre, so I don't really have that option right now.
Dude, you could have a raised bed. All right, moment of truth. Amazon live bait.
Come on, Jeff.
Let's see what we got. Come on, Jeffrey. Okay.
What do we see? What do we see?
Check those out, my friend.
All right, do we see any movement? Do we see any movement? Yes, we do.
So we have live mealworms. Do you think that's enough?
Yeah.
Let me hit you with 1,000 more.
Oh my gosh.
My man's holding a smooth 2,000 mealworms in his hand.
You get a bag. You get a bag.
What is that? Is that Oprah?
Yeah.
I like it.
You get a car. You get a car.
You could be a Oprah.
I'm all right.
Within this box, we've already checked out our mealworms. All right, that's going to be our...
That's crickets.
That's crickets.
I heard them in there.
I heard them, but they sounded dead. Are you hearing anything jump around?
No, but I'm pretty sure I just turned their world upside down.
In my hand, I have Amazon wax worms. Please be alive.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
dead. Oh yeah, girl. I'll grab one just to show you guys. The dead ones smell terrible.
Let's pick those things out.
What I would like to note is that over the last year, Smalls went from working full time and having the most disgusting fingernails on the YouTubes, and now they are beautiful.
They just need to be clipped a little more often.
I chew mine.
What you doing that for again? Because it's chew, you chew yours. What you doing that for?
Yeah, and alternative.
Wax worms. I got a few of them.
Dude, we got a ton. We're gonna have to give this away.
All right, so wax worms are good. That makes me feel good.
All right, crickets. Are you wanting crickets last?
Wait, mealworms and wax worms are good. That's what I've been worried about this whole time, was keeping the mealworms and the wax worms alive.
See, that's what I had the most confidence in.
Really?
I was worried. I think they're actually wiggle worms.
Yeah.
Those things, like red worms, have the highest potential just to go to crap.
Well, I put them in the refrigerator. I hope that I didn't shoot the
No,
coop
we'll be
with
chilling. Okay, so with the eBay box with the crickets, I was looking at that box. I didn't see a breather hole, but if you look over there, they got an even fancier breather hole.
Which one you want to go first, worms or crickets?
Let's do worms last.
Okay. The good news is, if these crickets are completely trashed, we have other crickets. Guys, if all this bait from Amazon is still good, then by far Amazon is going to be the winner. Because the bait's the same at the end of the day. Okay, we got a couple smushed crickets.
Hey guys, I found a way to escape. Everybody come up here. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. There's some live ones. What is that? What is that? Are those like...
So those are, that's what we're smelling.
The potatoes?
The potatoes.
There's also a lot of dead looking crickets in there, man. There's some lively ones. Dude, wow. Look at how many dead ones are in there.
Holy cow, that's not good.
Oh no.
Dang it.
So that's the difference in a couple days of having to sit in a box and wait 4 or 5 days. Wow. $30 down the toilet.
That stinks too.
Yeah, that could have been us at McDonald's later today.
No, smell that. That's what we were smelling.
That's insane.
I think I'm still gonna keep them though. You know, I got some bird feeders at the house. I've been trying to
Dang, that'd be perfect.
probably feed them to the birds. Please. All right, these are the only worms we have. For the whole video, these are the only worms we have.
Unless the other ones expand. Tell me something good. I think those are okay. Oh yeah, get involved. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like the size. They're alive. They're not super wiggly, but they are moving and they're not just rotten to the core. Look at that right there. That right there is a brim magnet. You don't seem excited. Those are good, dude.
These are good. Yeah, I am, I promise.
You wanted more movement?
Ah, that's where we're at with it. We are good on live worms. I mean, we've got live worms. These are the right size. I guess just pay attention if you're ordering worms off of eBay or Amazon. Make sure they're not composting worms, because they might send you something that's like this big.
Yeah. Dude, we are loaded to the brim.
That makes me feel good. We got this. So we have worms, we've got crickets, we have everything that we need, everything that we ordered we have. I'm just gonna say it though, Amazon's the way to go.
I think so.
Our crickets from Amazon died, but it is 100% eBay's fault.
Yeah, if we were doing this 4 days ago, we'd be live bait everywhere. I want to see if these things are growing yet.
All right, we're checking our worms from eBay.
They're still tiny, bro.
Still tiny. I think it said like 2 days, which is a problem.
70% of their size. That's wild.
A lot. I wish I could lose 70% of my size.
In 3 to 5 days.
Because I got a beach trip coming up. All right, only one thing left to do. We're gonna dip the boat in the water. We're gonna get our rod and reels rigged up, and we're going out for a day of what looks to be pan fishing.
Yeah.
Last time we were out here, my man caught some giants. So we're gonna go check that spot again. We've got a lot more spots downriver that we're gonna check. I really want to catch a perch today.
Really?
We have big perch in our river.
Yeah, we do. I feel like they sit deeper though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see if we can catch something other than a brim. I think we're gonna catch a lot of brim today.
Yeah.
And I also think we'll catch some small bass. Who knows? What if we catch like a 5-pound largemouth on a worm or something?
On a little wiggler.
On a live bait. On a little ultra light rod. Yeah. See you guys on the water. Yo, Ayo, we made it to a little spot on the river that I like.
I really like the hydrilla. I like the tree cover.
How about that sun beaming down on that nog? It's hot, dude.
I got a big nog too.
Can I be honest with you? The only reason that my hat has the second button is from that video where you had your hat on backwards with just the last button. I saw your comment section.
It was brutal.
I've always worn mine with just one.
Yeah, me too.
And then, but it makes it bend. And so people can tell, oh, he's barely hanging on.
Yeah, no doubt. It makes it look like your forehead's obese, but
we should go on a forehead diet, you and I.
I'm cool with that.
Just be in the gym working our foreheads out. They're agreeing with everything. Well, guys, this first little spot that we've stopped at, I wasn't planning on stopping, but there's a ton of hydrilla right out here around me. And I just think that sometimes the hydrilla
will make a man go bananas.
What you going with first, dude?
Bro, I want to go wormy.
You going with one of these red worms?
Yeah, I feel like if we went with anything else, God, this water's so dingy.
It's so dingy. We can get out of it if we need to. I got you 2 worms. You want to put 2 on at one time? I'm going big mealworm first. I'm sticking with the old drop shotted rig. How do you feel about the drop shot rig?
I think I'm gonna do the same dang thing. My Carolina rig.
Well, that don't look real good. We're gonna see how it works. Dude, this little 6-foot micro light from Bass Pro.
Is it good?
It has been well worth it. I think it was a $70 rod. And then the reel, you know, it was probably close to that. But this combo, man.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that expensive. It looks nice though.
It's so nice. As far as having like a little brim buster or a crappie rod.
And you got that little cork handle going on.
I love it.
What kind of reel is that?
This is a Fluger President. Funny thing about Fluger, it starts with PH. PH, F-L-U-E-G-E-R. Oh, dude, I just had a bite. Oh, got one.
No way.
I got one. Little bitty girl.
On the board though?
Look how ugly she is compared to, so I hate to call this fish ugly. She definitely hasn't spawned out. Look how thick her belly is. So I think what it is this water that we're fishing right now, there's a creek upriver about 100 yards and it's pouring dirty water into it. And I think that the fish look different in dirty water than they do when the water's crystal clear. She's still pretty and she's definitely healthy. Oh, I'm bad about dropping the fish on the deck.
Me too.
And I got to keep my mealworm. How about that? Does that tickle your fancy at all?
My fancy is so tickled.
Don't tell me I have another one already. I don't. I'm notorious for doing these little challenges where we're fishing for brim and finding a spot that I know I need to be throwing something for bass.
I know. In my head right now, I was thinking wacky rig.
Yeah.
A little buzz toad.
Oh, we'd be crushing it right now, I feel like.
But this is what the people want.
I didn't realize that Amazon sold the live bait that we would need for bass fishing too.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta be, as soon as you get that stuff in though, you gotta go.
Yeah, because it's like in water. I'm definitely curious as to whether or not there's a big panfish right here or not. It looks like an area we could find a big one. I just don't know if this mealworm's gonna get it done, man. For some reason, I don't have a ton of confidence in the mealworm. Let's try a wax worm or two. All right, so first time ever fishing with a wax worm. I went ahead and hooked 2 on there. Got a nice patch of hydrilla right there. Definitely think there should be a fish. And the cool thing about brim fishing, I mean, if you make a cast and you don't have a bite within a few seconds, might as well reel in and recast, baby. Dude, what you rig up?
Dude, big worms, drop shot. Had to use 3 little clampies on the bottom.
When you're fishing for a nice sized panfish,
Yes, sir.
do you trust the crickets or the red worms more? Because I feel like you're a red worm kind of guy.
I kind of like the red worm just because it's so big, and I like that it can have motion in the bed without you doing anything. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
It gives them a little bit more something to get ticked off at.
I don't know why I feel more confident in the crickets. All right, enough of this dirty water situation. It's time to do like my granddad used to say, make some tracks. He did used to say that.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'd be sitting there and I'd say, well, Pop, I think I'm about to head on to the house. He'd say, you gonna make some tracks. Yes, sir. Dude, something about granddads. I don't know how much I would give to be able to go back and spend a day with my granddad, but I would give a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I'd pay a lot of money to do that. All right, so far water has been chocolate milk Nesquik. Heading over here to the other side of the river. The creek is not on this side of the river, so I'm hoping that this side of the river will have a little bit of clean water. Most of the time when you're throwing live bait, you would rather the water be clean. Just because your bait's live, there's no reason to. Dirty water just helps you when you're throwing artificial bait, in my mind. Gives those fish a little bit less of a good look. But when you're throwing live bait, them sun guns need to see it. I got a fish. No. Oh, okay, he's still on. He got a little bit of a fight to him.
Yeah. Oh,
what is it? That's a brim. That's a big one. It's got to be a bass. It's a bass.
dang, a little spotted boy.
Little spotted bass. Dude, that'd be perfect size for a fish fry, though. Second little panfish that's not a panfish. Fun to catch, though, on an ultralight rod.
Let them fight. Let them do their thing. Get them back.
Tell you what, I decided I was going to let that fish grow to be 5 pounds. I'll get you next year. Dude, that's the second fish I've caught on the giant mealworms.
Dang. Those things are working for you.
Kind of what I'm thinking. I'm just going to keep the trend going. Oh, I pulled it out of one's mouth.
Dang, bro.
The fish we've caught thus far have been on the bank, but there's a nice looking set of rocks right here. And it's just in the middle of the river, and it's just saying, hey, Smalls, come fish me. I don't know why I associate deep water with bigger fish, because we both know that them big ones will get in that shallow water.
Yeah, but I also think biggest fish in the river in the summertime are
Gonna
sitting
be
in
deep, yeah.
10 to 20.
Like that, I just have a lot of confidence in that pile of rocks. Right there off the edge of it.
Dude, if you caught a big bass drop shotting a giant mealworm,
That'd be awesome, like a 4-pounder. Maybe they're on the front side of this rock. That creek is pouring some dirty, muddy water in. I saw that right on that mud line.
you want to do it?
Just go over there and see if there's fish sitting right on the mud line.
Yeah.
Dude, what if? Let's do it.
They used to call me back in middle school, Mudline,
Mudline Macho Man. I was big and working out.
on Mudline. And you couldn't tell with me if I was, you know what I'm saying.
He's half clean and he's half dirty. All right, I'm right there on the mud line. We're testing out the old mud line theory. I know you guys can see that. Look at the difference in this water.
That is insane.
Buddy, I'm just gonna be honest with you because you're my friend, Ayo.
Sure.
I have got to get in this water pretty soon.
I'm so down.
I'm hot.
You are hot.
Thank you, dude. Guys, get you some friends that's gonna lie to you. Does this shirt make my body look big? I'm not sure it's the shirt. Buddy, that ain't your shirt. Buddy, that's your body. Oh, I think I know what I've been doing wrong.
What's up?
I think I need to cast into the mud, drag out of the mud, cast into the mud,
Drag.
out of the mud. Are you picking up?
What's being put down, I'm grabbing it. Yeah, we're out there on Mudline dragging. Bunch of worms. Bunch of worms.
So far, no bites on the mud line.
Not a great feeling. Especially when it was your idea.
Nah. I bet nah.
Well, to clearer water we go.
Oh, lost my bait. Something's telling me to get one of them worms from...
Big Daddy Box.
No. I'm sticking with the meals, man.
Stick with the meals.
He's got one.
Uh-oh.
He's got one. It feels like a monster.
What is that? Red ear sunfish.
Is it a red ear? I don't know what this species is.
It's got a red tail.
Don't we all?
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming out to the Fishing with Small show.
Oh. Hey, fish number 2 feels tiny.
Oh, little fella. But he's still a fish none the least.
But they're not very pretty.
Dude, watch your mouth.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's pretty, but most of the time on this river, these fish are just a little bit more gorgeous than that.
I don't know. Red tail, blue lightning cheeks, and a speckled back.
That's my kind of fish right
Right there. Ooh, boy.
All right, I'm just gonna be honest. If we don't hurry up and catch a real big one, I think we're gonna have to go to a little spot we know.
You talking about the spot.
Uh-oh.
Come on, baby.
Big one?
Think a bass.
Really?
Think a bass. I'm gonna let him work.
Got some tug on it.
Might put that rod tip down to the butt of that rod. Boat flipping.
Look at that rod, dude.
It does make catching the smaller ones fun. The old spotted bass, you can toss a dang rubber shoe in there and they'll say, "Roar."
Are you kidding me? You wear rubber shoes?
From time to time, depending on the day and the occasion. Spotted bass number 2 of the day, my first fish of the video. Maybe 0.75 of a pound. You giving that 3/4 or is that half?
Probably half.
Probably half.
I'm sorry.
If he caught it, it would have been 3/4 all day. One of my favorite things about these river fish is they got eyeballs that look like they could judge your soul. We're gonna let him go. All right, brother. Thank you, man. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fish? Oh, another
Another
little
bass.
spotted. Oh, bigger, I believe. Look at that rod. That's so much fun.
Just when I start saying that the mealworms are
How's that mealworm doing, buddy? Boat flip. I'm a dog. Look at this guy's cheek.
To tell you the truth, we're catching the perfect size spotted bass for filleting them up.
You got something going on.
Yeah, that's why we don't fillet those.
Dude, you like the tiny little fillets? I'd rather take the 2 pound spots.
No, I'd rather have a small one. A little small fillet. I just think.
Oh, to fry them up?
Yeah, I feel like they fry up a little bit better.
I get what you're saying. I thought, in my head, I was thinking blackening.
He was thinking pork crazy. I got a fish.
Set the hook we saw, brother.
I got a fish. Oh no, my rod unreal. Doesn't feel big. Once again, feels really, really small. Dude, way prettier though. By far the prettiest one of the day.
Oh my gosh, like a highlighter.
I don't know that I have ever seen one that pretty.
Dude, okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like
what a man.
I feel like the prettiest brim come out of little creeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, this one is cool.
That was so cool.
Y'all saw it. She's pretty. Dang it.
What if I would have broke that tree in like a bunch of hornets when I started going?
We went swimming. Look at this. What am I seeing right here?
That's fry. Oh, there's a fish in
There's
it.
a fish in it. Let's
Get in
get
there. Oh my lord, bro.
Dude, that is a bunch of baby bass. I want to catch some.
Take them home. Raise them as your own kids.
Do we have a bucket or anything that we could scoop up? I just feel like, look at that grass carp. Giant grass carp.
What if he ate a worm? He ain't gonna do
He
it.
could though. All right, so we got a giant ball of fry. What fry is a bunch of baby bass all in one giant ball. The males guard them. If you remember the Easter video that I did with Davy Gravy, we had 2 little nets. I actually have one of those nets.
No,
Yes.
let's go. Dude.
So we're gonna be able to scoop some of those fry. I kind of want to show the people the fry.
Dude, that's so cool. How many live? It's gotta be low.
That's a good question. That's what I was just there wondering. Dude, take me over here. I'm about to scoop up some fry. All right, guys, we're about to show you fry. Look at that right there.
Dude, that's what we need to mount.
Little
What
bitty
the heck?
babies.
It's awesome.
Tiny largemouth bass.
That's your first time ever doing that, I can tell, because you're real happy about it.
Man, I like this kind of stuff.
I do too. I'm not saying it's a bad
Don't
thing.
be making fun of me.
I'm not making fun. I'm sorry.
You want to hold them?
Yeah, dude. That is so cool.
That is neat, man. Little bitty baby largemouth bass. Don't you guys worry. We're about to get them back in the water, but I definitely wanted to show you just how tiny these largemouth are. And they are up here right now by the hundreds of thousands. Smallest bass I've ever caught. All right, before I get them back, just look at this, guys. Teeny tiny little guys. Look at this, Al.
That is so awesome, dude. Look at their little bellies.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, there they go. One more on my hand. All right, we fished a while. I've gotten hot. My main man here acts like he's not hot. I'm hot. It's time to cool off.
Take a chill, my boy.
Oh, it is so much colder than you think.
Yeah, it is.
So cold. I mean, it's cool, but it's cold. Maybe I just need to wet my hat. Put it on my head. You're not getting in? Man, you scared of everything.
Dude, I'm not scared. I'm just prepared.
I'm gonna cool off for a little while. We're gonna get back in the boat, and we have got to catch a bigger fish than we've caught thus far. We've yet to catch a big one.
Oh, baby, if this was a casting game, I would have won.
This ain't a game of cast. All right, I got a confession to make. The only reason we came here is because that young man right there
I'm a young man.
thinks that we're gonna whack one.
I think we could catch one in that little white water.
You know what I think I'm gonna do while you're trying that?
Put a jig on.
No. I think I'm going to put a couple weights on this and try to catch a catfish.
With some worms?
I think so.
I think it could happen.
I hope it could happen. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
These crickets stink.
Like butt.
I mean, it's bad, man.
So gross.
I wish we would have. I mean, they're dead. Why did I even bring them?
Probably trying to impress the kids at home.
Well, I mean,
Look at all my dead crickets. How many dead crickets do you have? Not as many as this guy.
All right, so I've kind of transitioned a little bit without even really knowing that I'm doing it. I'm pretty much bass fishing right now. I've got a drop shot rig, and I also have just a pile, let me show you, of worms on here. But I'm basically just drop shotting that along the bottom. And I've never really thought of doing that, but I don't see why a catfish wouldn't bite it. I don't see why a brim wouldn't bite it, or a bass. I kind of feel like setting a worm up this way makes it to where you're fishing for pretty much every kind of fish that's in the water, because if a fish that's hungry sees that, it's gonna bite, as long as I'm not moving it too fast.
Uh-oh.
My drag is loose, boy. What do you have?
I don't know.
It looks kind of big.
What do we got, bro? It came by, I think. Oh,
nice.
a little largy on the light finesse gear. Come here, boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dude, that drag was loose.
That was awesome.
That was so awesome. Light hook, light tackle.
Biggest fish of the day, though.
Yes, sir. On the board. Awesome little fish, dude. Guys, got a bloody cheek. We're gonna get him in there quick.
Whenever you get a shot and it's a bloody cheek, you know what you gotta do? Turn the other cheek. Sorry. Dang it, I suck.
Dude, I set the hook, and the way the drag was screaming, I thought I had a 4-pounder on.
Well, it sounded like it. That's why I stood up so quick. I thought, my goodness.
My goodness.
My goodness, that sounded large.
See ya, buddy. Thank you, sir.
I got a fish on.
Oh, a little bass?
Is that what it is? Yeah. Come here. Okay, there we go. Got her around town.
Bring her around town.
Just caught her a little bass. Oh, she's peeing.
You want the bottle for that one or no?
Man, chill out.
Sorry.
Ayo's saying I caught a nice fry. Only a red worm. Oh, dude, what kind of, is that a leech? I guess that's a leech on her tail. That's wild. Nice fish. I got a little baby on.
Uh-oh.
It is my favorite flavor.
Do you want to throw him in the live well? Maybe pitch that son of a gun at a fry garter?
You want to?
I'm scared to do it.
It's kind of big though, but I know you're not scared to do it.
I'm not. I'm one of those guys that's really not scared about that kind of stuff.
I don't know that you've been scared about that kind of stuff, honestly.
No, he didn't.
That's a little better for some live bait.
I like that.
I'm glad I've been able to keep my worm.
Reusable live worm, definitely a flex in the worm community.
Oh gosh, that's a giant.
See if you can keep your eyes on them.
I'm trying not to touch the remote trolling motor, but she's right under me right now. Dude, that was a 6 or 7.
All right, guys, I have a brim from my good buddy Mitchell Smallwood, aka Fisher with Smalls. Just saw like a 7-pounder swim by. Uh-oh. Could be a carp.
A mega carp?
Could be. Or a big bass. A giant. Smelling me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Eat it, eat it, eat it. He's still there, bro. He's still there. Pecking at me, dude. He's nipping at it. God, that's a big one, man. That's 5 all day.
You're doing everything perfect.
Oh my gosh, eat it, bro. Eat it, eat it, eat it. That's a 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, this is crazy. So guys, what we got going on right now is a giant bass coming up to eat Ayo's brim that he put on, and Haley, she's right on it.
Dude, if it was a little smaller, it would have had it. It popped it out of the water.
Well, she's definitely gonna have her eyes on it. She's right under it. Oh my gosh.
Here she comes, here, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude. Just engulf it. Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
Oh, dude. I've never had one hunt for so long. Dude, eat it. That would be so sick.
Got it. Oh, dude, that was sick. Oh my gosh,
That
man.
was so sick,
This
bro.
is crazy. I've never had that happen like that.
I saw him like 15 foot from the boat.
Oh, dang it. Holy cow. That was crazy.
Oh.
So Ayo just sees the giant fish. He flips a brim out at it. And that bass came out like a torpedo. It was crazy. She stayed right under it for what, a whole minute? These bass are active right now. That was crazy. So it's always wild, like when we're filming these videos, we go a while.
Yes.
And nothing happens. And so for that to happen and then it just completely changes everything up that quick, that was awesome.
Dude, that was the coolest thing, like seeing it in the water and then seeing it come up and peck it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, and then finally, I kept telling myself, I was like, if this fish is that active on it, surely she wants to eat it. And it didn't take no time. When she decided, dude, that brim right there is 100% not too big. Because it just took her deciding she needed it and wanted it. And she got it. Well, that was the coolest thing I think I have ever seen while fishing.
That was insane. I wish we had 100 more brim.
Golly, we got to come out here and do that soon.
Yeah.
As for this video, we've got one more little spot that we want to hit, and it's gonna require a different boat. Good news is,
I got one.
my man got one. So we're about to head to a different location in a different boat. We'll see you guys there.
Look at that sandbar to the left.
Hey, dude.
That ain't good, Bubba.
Wow, it is shallow back here, baby. Shallow.
We're gonna probably be walking. Maybe so.
10 AO do it. The moment of truth, where it gets super skinny. 2 big men reside.
That's the shallowest I've ever seen it.
What a boat, man.
Will you paddle up front? Oh, goodness gracious. Like an Australian dinghy race.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Oh, dude, what a boat, man.
I'm surprised I haven't ever taken this one this shallow.
Well, here we are, last little location of the video, a last little hoorah, if you will. Is it hoorah or hoorah?
You said the same thing twice.
Well, we back here.
How do you feel about this dingy water?
How you feel about this dingy boat?
Bro, it is so, it's like riding in a soda can. I could feel, could your feet feel everything?
Oh, dude, for sure. I tried to stand up to help you at one point. Not a good idea.
2 feet through the floor.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad, I'm not talking bad about your boat.
I am. It's a good, this is a good old
Engine.
motor.
Good motor. Strong motor.
But the boat itself.
She's already taken on water. We put it in about 7 minutes ago. AO has definitely made me want to buy my first mud motor boat. Surface drive boat. I don't even know what to call it.
I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
I think mud motors are very slept on for fishermen. I think most of the time it's duck hunters.
It's duck hunters. That's my problem is when I think about that, I'm like, I'm not a duck hunter, so why would I go and buy a boat that would get me to water that no other angler can access? And that's exactly what this boat, as well as what, you got 2 other ones? Or just this one and the other one?
Just 2 right now.
Just 2 right now. We've got about 5 or 6 that are needing...
No, I sold one.
No, you didn't.
I did.
My man, recoup funds.
Yeah, I lost a lot of money.
You lost money?
A lot. Do you think this is good or bad that we can't see the fish?
The water's super dirty. Now, we have had a ton of rain over the last probably a week.
Yeah.
Now, granted, just because it's dirty does not mean that we won't catch fish. Because here's the thing. The last time that me and AO caught some giant panfish right here, it's been years. I mean, this was back in the day.
This was a long time ago.
Long time ago. This was pre-kids for me. And we were sitting right where we're sitting right now, and there was a giant bed right here in front of us. But where we're sitting right now, we can't even see a foot in front of us. I don't think that means the fish aren't here. I definitely think that the fish are here. And the good news is, where we're fishing, it's not that big of a location. I mean, we pretty much know that there's giant panfish all throughout here. I just don't think they're all throughout here. I think they're grouped up in like one little patch. And if we can find that patch,
We can find that patch.
dude, find that patch, catch that batch.
I think there's also on the other side of that like rock pile where the bass were bedding that we fished the other day. I think we go over there, there's like a big sand flat where they sit too.
Could definitely be some there. I've also seen a buddy of mine catch giant shell cracker underneath the powerhouse in there.
Really?
So Mike can try that too. At the end of the day, we're a little bit let down. We were hoping that the water would be a little cleaner. We're not gonna lie to you guys, it's not. It could still be a great time.
Yeah, it could be so fun. Not seeing anything and just hoping.
We're gonna get a line in the water.
Uh-oh.
You got one?
I think so.
What you got?
Smaller one. Come here. I'm not not an absolute pipsqueak,
But a pretty one.
a pretty little fella.
A little copper nose.
That's what I love, copper nose, baby. Look at the belly on that one, dude.
You sorry, Joker.
Did it hit you in the face?
My mouth.
You took that really well, man, until you have kids. Not the size of my hand, but she's back. Hold up a minute. Mitchell Small.
I ain't even home, but I did see a brim. Hey, there's a little bitty bass right there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
To the left of you,
Yeah.
on the point.
I mean, how far out? What I'm seeing is right there. No, dude, those are giant brim. Giant brim. Did you see them?
Oh my gosh. I see one on a bed, bro.
You do? Where?
How did we not see those?
I don't know, but there they are, right there. All right, I flipped way behind them. Gosh, they're so scared. But they're right there. Where? All right, I'm dropping my bait right where
They should be.
swam off to.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I do see one. I don't know how big it is.
It's a brim?
On a bed. It could be like the same size as the one I caught earlier, or it could be a pound. I'm gonna land right.
Oh, dude, my bass ate.
Your bass.
My bass. My bass. Dude, kind of tugging.
Dude, on that ultralight gear, that's pretty awesome.
Dude, everything on an ultralight just feels so much better. Makes you feel like you're doing more than you are.
And that's what we need.
That's like playing baseball with a T-ball.
Dude, I might see a giant.
A giant what?
Brim, bye-bye.
All right, we're looking at some big brim. I'm gonna go ahead and get this girl back.
That's a pounder.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you're in its face. Eat it.
Got it. You feel me?
Oh, I'm on.
Dude, here we go. We got one of those big ones.
That's a pretty one.
Very pretty. Not much of a fight, but man.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, dude. That's what we're here for.
I love it when they that pretty, dude.
That pretty and that big.
I like that.
I like that.
Look at the ear on her.
Pretty fish.
I like ears.
So a lot of times when the water is so dingy and you really can't see the fish, you'll still be able to see that little bitty colorful spot, and that'll kind of key you in on where they are. All right, she gone. Dang, got her.
Which one?
I think the one you were going after. I'm sorry, dude.
That's a good one.
She's so pretty, man. She's so pretty. Let's go. Dude, I love this.
That's a nice one.
That's a nice one. Not a bad fish at all.
No, that's a hander all day.
I'm gonna hand her back to Mother Nature.
I got one that I'm looking at.
Dude, that's a big one too.
Do you think so?
I think the one to the left of where you're at.
I do too.
Uh-oh. Dude, she's right there with you. All right, Ayo's got a really nice one. Right on top of his
on me,
hook right
girl.
now. Oh, did she just pick you up? Get her.
Yep.
Got her. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
dude.
baby.
That's the big.
Be good. Oh, dude, that's a pretty one. Golly, it's so wide. Don't you get in the engine. Oh my gosh, that's bigger than I thought it was.
That's big, man.
I got them fouled up.
Give me some.
Heck yeah, bro.
That's the one, man. That is the one.
Oh my gosh. So the other big ones I caught had like that real dark coloration on
Yeah,
them.
almost like a black crabby.
Yes, and this one.
You know what I think it is? The other ones that we caught were in the shade,
Yeah.
and these are direct sun. I wonder if that's the.
Almost like putting a shoal bass or something in the live well to get the colors to come out.
Yeah, you put them. Yeah,
That's a good little fish.
that is not a bad one at all. I think that's the biggest one on the bed. I think.
I think so too. It's long. It looks like it spawned out a little bit. Not that much tummy lift.
Yeah.
Has some kind of sore right there. And something happened to it when it was a young fella. If something tried to eat that,
Which is crazy.
could be a big flathead or something, tore that top fin, scar down there, feels kind of fresh. I love this fish, man.
Something about catching those giant brim.
Yeah, dude. A lot
Or
of
shell
people,
cracker.
shell cracker. A lot of people don't like panfish. A lot of people are just about that largemouth. Not this guy.
Not me and you.
No, sir.
We love panfish.
Yes, we do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, brother.
All right, I've hopped in the water. I've got my GoPro pole. I'm about to put the GoPro on this thing and get underwater. I want you guys to see what this is looking like. I mean, there's a ton of shell cracker up here, and they're all really good size. I got a feeling we can get some pretty cool underwater shots, so check it out. Dude, I am so glad that we came here. All right, so be real with me. I think that everybody knows you didn't hate panfish.
No.
You didn't. But do you feel like maybe a little bit more now? Like
every year you ask me to go from here on out, I'm there.
it's gonna be more of like, all right, yeah, let's go do
Like,
it.
heck yeah, bro, let's go.
But if it's not springtime and we know we're gonna go catch 3-inchers.
No.
Nah.
Would you do that?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
To be honest with you, I think it's more of like, I talk highly about panfish all year long.
Yeah.
Because I know that for 3 months, there'll come a stretch where I can catch the giants.
Yeah.
And so that's just enough to get me fired up. It's like going to playing golf. You did terrible all day, but then right before you left, you made one really good shot.
Yeah.
And it made you want to come back. So
Yeah.
kind of the same deal with these things for me.
If we have a good brim pond though and go out with a bobber and a worm.
And catch 1.5 pound brim.
Brim are always gonna eat.
So yeah, if you guys were to happen to have like a, I don't know, giant brim location that you wanted us to come whack some at, I mean, I'm not saying DM me on Instagram or nothing, but I wouldn't do that. Especially like if you had a place where those bass where you like hold a brim out and then an 11-pounder comes and eats it out of your hand. Don't worry about hitting us up. No. You ain't even got to worry about it. Just
like relax.
So this is the time where I say until next time, I'm gonna miss you guys, and I would really like, if you haven't, for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It says SUBSCRIBE. It's kind of a rhyme, and it's almost time for you to hit that button so I can say that I'm growing, words are flowing. I hope your boat cranks up so we're not trolling. We ain't even got a troll mode.
We don't.
Paddle faster, I hear banjos. You guys be good. I appreciate you. Until next time. Peace.